Good morning, it's Monday, August 29th, and that means two things. There's always a little more toothpaste in the tube, and it is time for the lighting industry news brief. And this week we are brought to you by Keystone Technologies, and we are talking about T8 LED tubes. And these guys are great because they're UL Type B line voltage tubes with a switch on one side that adjusts your color temperature right there on the spot. 3000, 35, 4000, 5000, and 6500K. They can operate as a single or double-ended wiring installation. They use shunted and non-shunted lamp holders. 50% energy savings over fluorescent tubes, longer lifespan than tubes, and, hey, they're lighter than tubes. I don't know if that matters to you, but that's the thing you should know. And, again, you can find them at keystonetech.com or a link in that description. But let's talk about the news this week. Lightline has bought Contrast. This is a Canadian fixture maker being bought for a non-disclosed amount. ABM has bought RavenVolt. They are a facility solutions provider, and RavenVolt is a microgrid group. The DOE has finalized their ceiling fan testing procedures with rules, revisions, and expansions that go into effect on the 15th of September of this year. Fagerhult sales are up, as well as profits in their Q2 report. Envirolux has secured a contract with NASA to light their new launch pad for the Artemis 3. The LSI's sales are up 34% last quarter. Entries are open for the SSL Young Lighter Award. That's a global contest with a cash prize. Wild is seeking new board members, all positions accepting nominations now. And rail dwell time is at an all-time high. Wait at California ports is now more than 16 days. Socomec has joined IDA Connector. One makes components, one makes equipment, and designs it. And now they're one company. ALG has been fined for their Made in America problems. They are a subsidiary of Axis LED, and they peeled the labels off some KN95 masks and said they were made there. No good. Rep agency updates. Current has picked Vertex for upstate New York, and Nora has picked Vienna, Jet, and Jack Helbert for Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Western Pennsylvania, sorry. ArcLight has announced its full schedule. Take some time to read up on that. We also have a full schedule for Light Spec West. That's September 21st and 22nd if you're planning on going that. We have a full schedule for Resilient Harvest conferences. That's on November 1st and 2nd in Long Beach. We have CEDIA announcing their lighting courses. Those are 5 sessions at the end of September. And we have a webinar from Zaga Dali and the L Prize on the 15th of September. Orion will be participating in H.C. Wainwright's Investors Conference on September 12th and 13th. And the Electrical Contractors Association of Ontario, Canada, will be holding their annual conference in Prague, the Czech Republic. Book your tickets now. I'm sure it makes perfect sense. In IoT news, Galco has partnered with IMO for e-commerce. Acclaim has teamed with Lumen-Tender, which means they are moving out of the entertainment business. And the DOE has recognized Holt Public Schools' lighting system as part of their energy integrated lighting campaign. And things you can read, all these are on nailed.org, but we have a history of the electrification of LA. We have the IDA's Just Lighting webinar. We have a case study of a country club. We have redefining the word innovation. We have what the green building industry can take from the Inflation Reduction Act. And Wharton has published their answer to the question of whether or not reshoring manufacturing will fix the supply chain. In market projections, $300 billion for battery-operated lights, 40% growth for UV LEDs, 21% gains in high-purity alumina. Human-Centric lighting value projected to reach $7 billion, $25 billion for disinfection gear. Energy-efficient lighting will expand by 7%, 14% growth for controls. Emergency lighting batteries, in specific, will reach $3 billion in value, 4% growth in medical lighting, 6% increase in high-purity quartzes, $9 billion value for power line communication, 14% growth for e-waste recycling, and 16% gains for smart lighting controls. In R&D, Hong Kong is rolling out new traffic lighting. Red lights will be aimed at crosswalks on the ground for pedestrians that might be looking down. And we have a new ceramic material that will glow when placed under stress, meaning that buildings will be their own warning lights for structural integrity. Ain't that a thing? In dark sky news, the Alexandria Bay Port of Entry on Wellesley Island, New York, is drawing complaints for its new lighting. Resetting your circadian clock is a lot of work, but might help with your depression. We have a volunteer Lights Out campaign in Asheville, North Carolina, ditto Stillwater, Minnesota, Matthews, North Carolina, actually shutting down their publicly owned lighting while raising awareness for the migration season. We have Arizona. Light pollution is a threat to all ground-based observatories. And no, you just can't adjust to the night shift. That's just science. We have a proposed housing development near Killarney National Park, Ireland, has been shut down, cancelled for the benefit of bats. We have residents of Windsor, Essex, Ontario pushing back on greenhouses. This is related to that thing in Leamington. Chestnut Hill City Council has relented, and they will be dimming the lights at night. Amherst, New York is revising their lighting policy. Circadian rhythm has been linked to the microbiome in mice. Allen bothers peanut plants and also shifts the biomass up in eucalyptus trees. In horticultural news, the Thayer School has targeted efficiency in grow operations in partnership with the Sustainable Cannabis Coalition. In people news, we have 4 new VPs at Leviton. Agostino Rena, formerly of GE Lighting, formerly of Johnson Controls, is now the CCO at ISS. Angie Cara has been picked as Director of Sales and Business Development at LA Lighting. We have 3 promotions at Fluxworks. Paula Prichison is now a VP at Europhase. Mark Papermaster is now on the board at SGH. Don Latham has left the IALD for the Iowa Society of CPAs as their CEO. Steven Eisenberg will be resigning as CFO of the U.S. Lighting Group. And Brian Doe has been hired as an OEM RSM at Fulham. In local news, we have grants for Olympia, Washington schools. California state parks are getting upgrades. A Houston hospital expansion has won an award for its efficiency. Schools in Pickett County, Tennessee will be upgrading. State U, South Carolina, is adding more lighting. Fort Myers, Florida is adding lights for safety. Scarsdale, New York, set for upgrades in their school system. Spain assures people that they won't be completely dark. And Germany is laying out their energy plans for the winter. In projects and hacks and other things you can do, we have a plywood and LED electric guitar, or you could go to Houston to the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center, which is adding 28,000 LEDs as part of an art installation by Bruce Monroe. That has been it for me. I'm Scott Walker. Thank you for listening. Thank you to Nail. Thank you to our sponsor. And thank you for telling a friend to listen to me. Because, spreading this around your colleagues is how I get paid. In the meantime, enjoy your week and enjoy the music.
I miss you.